Hey everybody, welcome to the Mana Cave. My name is Ed.
And I'm Travis.
And today we are doing a few things differently. One, these are the decks that we created through the You Choose the Brew video series, where we pick 3 cards each. You guys got to comment, pick basically which one we're going to build a deck around. We did it. We've done deck techs on it, which should be out by the time this video comes out for both of our decks.
Yeah.
And now we're going to compete in a best of 3 or 2 out of 3, best 2 out of 3 match, all in one video.
Because best of 3 could be very embarrassing,
Yes.
depending how things go. Please stop. Please.
And we've never done this on the... We've done best 2 out of 3s, but we've broken them up into 2 or 3 videos.
Yeah.
So this is sort of a different direction we're taking the Mana Cave. Mana Cave may be appearing less often in a month.
Yeah.
But it will be longer episodes.
Yeah. Hopefully not terribly long. I mean, we always take a little bit longer than the average game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're a little longer like that.
We get chatty too. So.
Yeah. So we're going to keep that to a minimum? No.
Yeah. Well, we'll try. It won't work out, but we'll try. So
we like this. But for the first game, we'll probably do our usual of reading the cards. But by the second and third game, if the card's been played, we're probably not going to
read off each individual one.
But you'll be able to read our faces if it's a good card or bad, because we're like, oh, not that good. So you'll pick it up.
We're also using a couple of different pieces of equipment, which we're sort of getting used to. And I forgot my playmat, so that's why this playmat is just like this, because we don't have each of our own playmats. So
the good thing about being as my place is I can never actually forget anything. I can forget to charge things, which has happened, but I can't forget my deck or cards for someone else's deck.
The playmat is probably the one thing I forget to bring the most. Like I've never forgotten like the tripod or the camera or anything super important. Did I forget the deck once? I can't remember. But overall, this is the one thing I'll forget is the playmat.
We determined, which we probably shouldn't have done, but for the time.
Yeah, we on the Mana Cave we determine our opening hands before we roll to see who goes first. Yeah. So we basically aren't going to be. Whoever goes first is going to be on the play, not on the draw. Yeah, that's the one sort of different thing that we do. But other than that, these are standard legal with decks with $50 budgets, which you've seen deck text for probably. If not, there'd be a link appearing to the deck text or would have appeared by now. So
where are your dice? You always have your dice all set out.
And through the magic of editing, I will be right back with the life counter and everything else I forgot. And as luck would have it, I actually forgot to bring my regular dice. Luckily, I have some backup dice, so I do have a life counter, and Travis is lending me his 6-sided dice.
M15?
I know. Ew. The very first fat pack I ever bought was M15.
Jump back into it. Oh, now we're confused. These are mine.
10.
You beat me with your 1, so...
10. There we go.
If that fell off the table, you'd still tie.
Okay, so I'll give you those back. I may need to borrow those for counters, or I can just use some other dice. I don't think I have any 6-sided dice with me, though. So.
I have A1. It's green.
Wow, we're off to for something we planned for like weeks. We're off to a great start in this Mana Cave. So
you do go first.
I do go first.
Draw our cards.
And like I said, we already determined the opening hand, so this is not going to be a surprise as to what I'm drawing here. Let's make sure I don't overdraw.
It's like a bank. You don't want to overdraw.
Okay. So we can begin.
We can begin. I'm
forest, and it's weird. I normally use the playmat as to sort of like gauge where they're supposed to go, but yeah, so forest and go.
Okay, I gotta draw. So I'll move my weird little scarab counter thing. Draw that card, which is not what I wanted to draw, but either way, I'm gonna play Swamp. Tap that Swamp for...
turn 1 to play.
It's the Festering Mummy.
Oh, okay.
Festering Mummy, when he dies, I get to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Otherwise, 1/1 for 1, pass back to you, sir.
Okay. Sounds good.
No matter what else happens, I don't have to read Festering Mummy again.
I'm going to play another forest and tap both and bring out a Primal Druid. It is a 0/3 human druid creature. When it dies, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Pass the turn to you. Okay. So definitely a creature that I will not be sad to see die. But it's a nice little blocker in the meantime.
Get set to be sad.
Oh.
So I'm going to tap to play the Trial of Ambition. When Trial of Ambition enters the battlefield, target opponent sacrifices a creature. When I play a cartouche, I can return Trial of Ambition to my hand.
Okay, no, this is good. This works out well for me. So, Primal Druid dies. I get to search for a basic land. It means I get to shuffle, but that's okay because I'm super excited. Now it's basic land. Yeah, it is basic land. So, bringing out an island, and it's going to come into play tapped. And I'm going to shuffle her up.
Blue-green. Blue-green. Had to be blue. I was mentally prepared for green-white.
And there we go. Okay. So it's still your turn.
Attack my mummy.
For 1. So I'm down to 19.
And that's my turn. Pass back to you.
Okie dokie.
So I start thinking of my future plans.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to tap a green and a blue, and I'm going to cast Seek the Wilds. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, so I'm going to show the people.
Probably should have the opening hands out.
Yeah, we forgot to do that for the opening hands. We keep meaning to do that, but... And I'm going to reveal the card I'm going to be keeping, which is Champion of Rhonas.
Good call.
The namesake for this deck, and the rest go on the bottom of my library in any order. So I'll just pop them all there.
That's the order. Just
like that. Yeah. And then, because sadly I didn't catch a land from that, which is what I was really looking for, I'm going to pass the turn back to you.
Okay, I'll untap.
Ooh.
Draw. Play a swamp. Whatever. I'll attack for 1.
Okay, so I take 1. I'm down to 18.
And then I'll pass back to you.
Pass back to me.
Things are not going as I hoped they would, but still pretty early here.
Okay.
As long as you can't do that 4th land.
I'm going to play a land.
Dang it.
Now, I'm so worried about playing black and this running into more removal. Like, you could bounce the trial back with a cartouche if you wanted to.
Why would I do that?
And just take my champion out. But I'm going to tap all 4. And bring out the Champion of Rhonas. I don't think he's going to be long for this world, but if he does stick around, he is a 3/3 Jackal Warrior. You may exert Champion of Rhonas as it attacks. When you do, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. The linchpin of the deck. Pass the turn to you. Go ahead and destroy it.
On your end step.
On my end step.
I'm not going to destroy it, because this is how weak my deck is to yours. I'm going to tap 3 to cast an instant called Splendid Agony. Distribute 2 -1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures.
Oh, okay. So you can both on that one?
Distribute away.
Okay. So now it is a 1/1.
Okay. And I'm going to untap.
Now, what that tells me is that he does not have straight up removal or a cartouche in his hand. Because otherwise he just would have done that to me next turn.
So then I'm going to play a swamp.
Okay.
Tap 3 to play the Cartouche of Strength.
You did not have that in your hand before. Why
would I play before when I couldn't fight anything? So now he becomes a 2/2 and fights your guy, and I bounce that.
Oh, so, okay.
To defend myself to you, who's insulting me already. No, Cartouche of Strength, +1/+1, and when it enters the battlefield, they get a fight.
No, that makes sense. And
then I'm going to pop that back.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Explain it all, just... so that was 3 mana, and then I attack you with a 2/2 with Trample.
With Trample? Okay, so I'm down to 16. I thought you drew into that. I honestly thought you drew into that.
No, but I was going to waste it last turn, but not get the fight effect. But I'm like, why? I have an instant. I can hold back, see what my options become.
Yeah, because you definitely want Rhonas off before he gets a chance to attack, regardless of whether he's going to be a 1/1 or whatever. It's just him being able to turn sideways and exert is huge for this deck. So
pass back to you. It is huge for your deck. So I'm trying to avoid that.
Where were you a second ago? I'm going to tap 2 and cast Grapple with the Past. Put the top 3 cards in your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. So I'm putting a forest, and Eldritch Evolution. And I'm going to bring back, huge shocker here, Champion of Rhonas. I'm going to put this back into my hand.
I'd worked so hard.
Then I'm going to tap another forest and another island. And cast Seek the Wilds, which we've gone over before. So I'm going to be looking at the top 4 cards of my library.
You are prepped, sir, for whatever it is that's going to be happening.
I'm going to reveal Forest. Put that into my hand. can get them down there and put the rest in the bottom of my library. Seek goes into the graveyard. And I'm going to play a forest. And Grapple in the Past is also in the graveyard. It's actually in the graveyard first. Not that order necessarily matters here, but just in case it does.
Whatever. It wasn't mattered.
So that forest is untapped. And I pass the turn to you, sir. I'm slowly dying the death of 1,000 cuts here.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to tap 4 to cast Crocodile the Crossing.
Okay.
Attempt to cast Crocodile the Crossing. I know. He's a 5/4 with haste. When he enters the battlefield, I put a -1/-1 counter on target creature.
Okay.
I'm going to choose to put it on him.
Oh, okay. No? Are you going to put it on...
No, him.
Him.
Yeah. So, him.
Him.
Festering Mummy is him.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing for potentially 6.
For 6. Okay, so I will take 6. I'm down to 10, so this is not looking good for me.
And I pass back to you.
Pass back to me. Okay. Well, so 6. I took 6 this turn. Or last turn. Or your turn, I should say. Probably take 6 the following turn, which is going to suck. I know you have the trial back in your hand, which also sucks for me.
No questions, do I have another cartouche in my hand? Love saying cartouche.
Let's quickly check my graveyard for a second here. Yeah, I'm going to tap 4, bring out Champion Rhonas. Because I need to force you to use the removal eventually. So that's out there now. And I'm going to pass the turn back to you. I think this is going to be this may be actually a shorter mana cave, even though we're going to be doing the best 2 out of 3 all in the same one. So
who's to say? Yeah, I mean...
like, why wouldn't you?
Because I had to redo the ruling. I'm like, if you may have the Hapatra's Mark, give him hexproof if it was a target. But no, it targets you.
Yeah, targets me, not. I have to choose the creature that I'm going to sacrifice. So
I'll swing with both.
Taking 6, going down to 4. Jeez. It's going to be a quick first game, I think.
No, you still have lots of cards and I'm guessing a plan. I pass back to you.
Plan at this point is just hopefully survive just a little bit longer. Not really much of a plan, but... Okay, I'm going to play a forest. I'll put it with my forest instead of my islands.
Keep tracking. Good
And then I'm going to do something I don't normally do with this deck. I'm going to tap for 6. And I'm going to hardcast Green Warden of the Marasa. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. When it dies, you may exile it. If you do, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So I'm going to return... I know it seems strange that I wouldn't pick one thing specific.
It's a creature. Is it just target card? Is it a creature card or target
card?
card?
Oh no, it's a target card. You may return target card from your graveyard to your hand.
No wonder he's mythic.
Ha 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 ha.
So I'm looking at that camera, and if you wonder why I'm looking at you, it's because that camera turns off automatically sometimes. But from my exact angle, you can't tell because the lens is back in, and I'm directly on the angle.
It only turns off as idle, but it is recording right now. I return Primal Druid to my hand.
He's got a plan, and I don't have burn, which kills me.
And I'm gonna pass the turn to you.
Oh, when I get this low without any burn, it kills me. Come on now.
I know what I'm hoping he doesn't have.
All right, I need a minute to think here.
Given the amount of time, it may have been edited out in editing, but given the amount of time I just used to think there, you take as long as you want. I'm just gonna drink beer, which can only help you.
Okay, we'll start by attacking.
Holy, that was quick. Okay. I will block the Croc.
Okay. So at this point, they look like they're going to trade.
Yes, at this point. But
if I were to, say, cast Splendid Agony, he would become a 3/2. Because he gets 2 -1/1 counters.
yes.
So then he would survive combat.
Yes.
So I'm going to tap 3 to cast
He will
Splendid
survive
Agony.
combat. He will die. Are you
Yes.
putting it on him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 -1/1 counters on him. We'll go to combat.
Go to combat. I'm taking 1.
You're taking 1.
So I'm down to 3. This dies.
That dies.
You get your dice back. And I'm going to exile it and return a card from a graveyard to my hand.
Of course. Still not going for the champion of Rhonas?
Because I'm worried about other stuff. I'm actually going to take... I'm going to take Grapple with the Past and return that to my hand instead.
Okay. I am then going to pass the turn too.
Holy moly, it's gonna be close. Not close, because obviously the life totals are not close, but who knows? Okay, I'm gonna tap 4. Bring out Champion of Rhonas. I'm gonna tap 2 more and bring out Primal Druid. I'm all tapped out.
Got good blockers up, though.
Got blockers, which is nice. I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Okay.
Whew. Okay. Now, I have a version of this deck where it's instead of blue-green, it's white-green, which I did a video on. And there's a card in there, Exquisite Archangel, which, if I'm about to die or lose the game, I can exile that card and it puts my life total back to what it originally was, which is 20. I'd kill for that card, right?
I hate that. I don't know that card.
It's a different, it's a different angel.
1 in a black.
I do like me angels.
Trial of Ambition.
Okay. Now I have to decide which one to sacrifice, because it is sacrifice.
It's sacrifice, yes. Yes, it is.
Now, it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to have to block the crocodile one way or the other. So they're both going to eventually die.
It's a negative way to think about things, but...
So, I think I'm going to go ahead and sack the Primal Druid. And then find myself a land card. And I'm going to actually go with... I'm going to go with another forest. It comes into play tap, though. Going to shuffle it up and hope that you don't have another trial in your hand.
Or a cartouche.
The cartouche would be bad, yeah. Well, the one cartouche, one in cartouche in particular would be very bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, another trial would just be game over. So the cartouche strength or the trial would be game over, or any sort of straight up removal for 2. So pass priority. Back to you.
Back to you. I go to combat. I declare attackers.
And I have to block the Croc. Okay. So go to damage.
Go to damage.
Down to 2. Death of 1,000 cuts, folks.
It's weird. I debated whether or not putting that on him, but in the end, I think it did make sense.
And yeah, because if you had put it on the Croc, it would have been dead by now.
Yeah,
right there would have been dead, which would have been great for me. But
actually, I'm just going to pass the turn to you.
Pass the turn to me. Okay.
I feel like we're playing a narrow game. I know we can go over the mat,
because
I
this
want
is
to
the
be
thing.
here.
It's like, because we're so used to having the mat be the extent, but we can actually go, we have a marker to show where we can go up to. And this area rarely gets used anyways. So we're thinking of switching to using like a life tracker here instead of having it on the overlay. So let us know what you think about that. But
life tracker from the command zone?
Yeah.
Their own one? Yeah.
Lifelinker, I think it's called. So, and I forgot that was in this. I forgot that was in the main board of the deck.
Good forget or bad forget?
Good right now. I may get to live.
I don't want good.
Interesting. I have to do math, and I apologize for that.
It's never fun.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to... pay 2, and I cast Grapple with the Past. So put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. You may then...
What now?
Graveyard. Into your graveyard.
Well,
I declare.
I declare.
So we're putting a Woodland Stream, an Anticipate, and a Kyora, Master of the Depths, into the graveyard.
What does it let you do with that? Those cards in the graveyard?
And then I can take... I may return a creature or land card from your graveyard and put it into my hand. So
the entire graveyard? Or just... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the entire graveyard. So
sweet.
That's the thing. It's like it's random as to what goes in, but it's very selective as to what can come back out. So
weird thing to say.
So I'm gonna take Champion of Rhonas.
Put that I killed that one card
back into my hand. I mean, yeah, you got plenty of removal, but I got plenty of recursion. So I'm gonna tap 4. And cast... Oh, sorry, Grapple goes into the graveyard. Cast Champion of Rhonas. And I'm going to have to pass the turn to you, sir. Oh. So much kills me now. I'm at 2.
Okay. Swing for attacks.
Okay. Going to block with the Champion.
Okay.
Pre-damage. Tap 1 Forest. Blossoming Defense. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains hexproof until the end of turn. That is on the stack right now, so you can respond before it hits.
So if I do anything on top of it, goes over top of it.
It goes over top of the hexproof.
Okay. So Splendid Agony.
Splendid Agony. So it's now a 1/1, and it goes back to being a 3/3 afterwards. So it's still dead. Okay. Damage goes through.
Damage goes through.
At least your deck's consistent. The cards that you end up with your hand each freaking time. So
yeah, but because I only have 4 land, I've been prevented from either doing something to kill your guy instead of playing.
I'm down to see. This is the classic Travis maneuver.
Back to you.
He's at 20. I'm at 1. He's still complaining. He's still
complaining.
complaining.
Full of cards, and you have all the mana I would think you would want.
I'm down to 1. Like what part of that is not? There we go. So, anyways, we're friends. We're still friends. Yeah, we're still buddies.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yeah. Pass back to you.
Okay.
It's not frustrating to only have 4 land. Winning or not. Still frustrating.
I'm trying to think. Sorry, let me just count. 7. Sorry, let me just check my graveyard as well, too.
Not to discourage or encourage, but we have abolished the conceding on camera rule. But I mean, when your opponent tells you that, you know you shouldn't. You can quit if you want. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop, and then we're gonna move on to the next game.
Okay,
so.
I want to top card it though, because
it wouldn't have mattered for me at all. Yeah, that wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, I'm going to sideboard though, so we're going to.
I'm going to sideboard. I'm going to sideboard as well too.
And
all right, so second game.
We'll just take our top 7 cards. We established mulligans.
Well, I take 6 because I mulliganed once.
I should have, but I didn't because I'm crazy.
And I also get to scry, and I get to play first as well too because I lost. So everything's stacked up for me right now.
Coming up, Ed.
I'm going to scry right now. You know what? I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to keep that on top.
Solid.
And we'll see if I regret that later.
Have at her, sir.
Forest, pass to you, sir.
I draw?
Yes, you do. I'm really hoping, like, whenever we do things like this where we spend a long time building.
Festering.
Sure. I really hope that we go 3. Best 2. I don't even necessarily care if I lose. It's just, but it's sometimes it's just not going to work out that way. So
you hope I don't win this match?
I really hope you don't win this match. As much as I normally don't, or hope you don't win a match, there. I really hope you don't win this match. I'm going to tap 2 and bring out the Primal Druid. We've already talked about this. So this is one of the things that we talked about before is these cards we played in the previous game, so we're not going to read them out. So I'm going to pass it to you.
Tap.
If you trial me, I will freaking lose my mind.
But you get to keep. You get a draw or something, don't you?
What?
Doesn't that you get a free card or something?
I get to put a land onto the battlefield.
Yeah, isn't that pretty sweet?
Not right now, no. Maybe later. I'll let you know. Tell you what, I'll tell you when you can play the trial. Play it later. It's your turn.
So, earlier, we had a discussion about lands. And about how I was like, does it make that big a difference to have the fancy lands? So I cheaped out and didn't get the fancy lands for this deck. So now I have to basically play a card that's going to set me back a turn because, yeah, I'm going to have to play Evolving Wilds, I think. Evolving Wilds, tap sack. Oh. Bottom of the deck.
Will there be...
Well, it's not going to the bottom. Tap, sacrifice, it goes to my graveyard.
That goes to your graveyard, yeah.
For,
don't try to shuffle that back into your deck. That actually doesn't do anything for you to shuffle back into your deck, really.
No.
And you're going to grab a...
Forest.
Plains. Oh, a forest. I thought you were going to grab the single plains that you have in that deck.
No. A forest.
You don't have a plains. He doesn't have plains in that deck. I just didn't want him to get both his colors, so... Yeah. I have both mine, which I know is greedy.
My colors. Ironically, there it was. There's a perfect example of why you don't cheap out with the land.
No. I mean, Evolving Wilds is still... I still see it played. It's like, it's not...
All right,
it has its purposes. It's budget. It's a nice budget card.
It's a nice budget card. And either way, if I had the other one there, it would have still...
Are you going to swing it?
No point. So I will not. I pass back to you.
Pass it back to me.
Was there something I could have done better? Now I got to think everything out here.
See, but now I miss my third land drop. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass it back to you, sir.
All right, Ski. Yeah, that's not great, but it doesn't matter now because the deck was shuffled, so that wouldn't have been my next card anyway. Doesn't matter. Play another swamp.
Okay.
Now, if I see what I'm about to see, I'm going to freak out. Tap a black and a green, for Hapatra.
Okay. I'm going to tap 2 and cast Essence Scatter. Counter target creature spell. Did you want to read out Hapatra, even though she only had a brief appearance?
I don't. I'll read it later when I play again.
Okay.
Okay. And I walked right into that. Fully admit that. All right, pass back to you.
Pass back. Well, if I don't catch another land, man, this game is just going to be yours. It's going to be completely yours. I didn't catch another land, so have at it. Have at it, my good sir.
Okay, tapping 2 for the Trial of Ambition.
Okay. Glee, really, for the most part. That goes to the graveyard. I need
to get through.
I know. I don't fault you. I don't fault you.
No exile shenanigans, so...
I'm just glad that I now finally have my third land, which I desperately needed. I'll shuffle up. I was sure you had the trial.
See, Hapatra could have come down turn 2 before you had that card, if I didn't cheap out.
Well...
That's all about cheaping out.
What's that saying you have? That ifs, ands...
Butts, candy, nuts.
There we go. It's a folksy saying.
Folksy?
Folksy. Okay. Sorry to delay the game with that searching, but...
Okay, so that was trial. Attack you for 1, potentially.
I'm down to 19.
Pass to you.
Pass to me. Off to a slow start, but still. I'm going to tap 3 and bring out Lifecrafters. Now, I've been calling it Lifecrafters Bestiary, but I think it's Lifecrafters Bestiary, but I don't know.
It'd be B-E-A, wouldn't it, for beast?
Bestiary, yeah, right. If that's what so it'd be Bestiary, whatever.
This is the best.
Anyways, at the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 green. If you do, draw a card. So I get to scry at the beginning of each upkeep. I'm just going to...
your upkeep? Your upkeep.
My upkeep, yeah. Each of my upkeeps. Okay. So I'm just going to... Is it okay if I borrow this to put this on here so I can remember that I've got to scry? Okay. And pass it to you. Once again, not the quickest start to the game.
Ready for some crazy mummy attack in action. Okay, so Grasping Dunes.
Ooh.
Grasping Dunes does not enter tapped. I can tap for colorless. I can pay 1 of any color, tap, sacrifice, Grasping Dunes, put a -1 counter on target creature, activate this only as a sorcery though.
Okay.
And then 2/2/1's going to attempt to cast Hapatra.
Well, that's going to make it because I don't have anything to stop it.
But I still attempted to cast it. I might have thrown the card at you. Once the card's the ground isn't like unfair play or out of bounds or OB or something.
Well, you
like
never
that.
attempt to cast something. You said to cast
Well, no,
something,
but if I
and
threw the card accidentally.
it either resolves or it doesn't. I will let you go ahead and read it.
Hapatra, whose name I'm not going to read beyond Hapatra, is a legendary creature, human cleric. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, I may put a -1/- counter on target creature. May. Whenever I put a -1 counter on target creature, I get to create a 1/1 green snake creature token with Death Touch. Snaky.
Nice.
So did that. Played that. Cast her. And I guess I'm going to attack with my Festering Mummy.
Okay, I'll go down to 18.
And then I'm going to
I'm dead this game.
3 to bring out the enchantment Nest of Scarabs. Whenever I put a 1 or more -1 counters on target creature, I create that many 1/1 black insect
I'm
creature
so
tokens.
unhappy with how this is turning out. I was really hoping it would be a better showing for this deck.
It's far from over, dude. I have a 1/1 and a 2/2 I have no intent attacking with. Or do I? Pass back to you.
What was... Whenever she attacks...
Whenever she deals combat damage to a player. So
Yeah.
you get anything...
Why wouldn't you attack with it?
If you have a 0/3... like, let's say you have some sort of 0/3 creature who could block.
But I mean, like, you also have remove... Anyways, I'm going to scry.
We're so bitter.
That's going to go on the bottom. I can get it on there. Then I'm going to draw.
Oh, happy day.
That's not what I wanted. It's an island. Oh, righty then. Well, I'm going to... pass the turn to you.
Okay. Untaps and...
Oh, God. So annoyed how this is going somewhere. Now, I'll be honest with you. There have been games in the past where, because I've been testing this deck out online, where it's been looking really bleak, and then I'm able to pull it out in the end. But
Second Grasping Dunes.
Second Grasping Dunes. Excellent. So happy for you. So happy for you. Because, I mean, you got the nest out, you got a trial out that you can bounce back. It's just... It's not looking good for the old Edster here. Never refer to myself as.
Okay, so we'll start by attacking with both.
Okay, so I'm going to take 3?
3.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose... Let me do the math here. Because I can basically kill them and create 2 creatures. Yeah. So I'm 2 for 1-ing, but I'm also...
But you would have you would then have to put a -1/-1. Use this to create a -1/-1 counter.
You may put a -1. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to put a -1/-1 counter on him. So that trigger goes off. I get an insect and a snake.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm dead. It's like it's over.
Okay. So then I'm going to put it. He dies. I'm going to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature. I get an insect and a snake.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
I was going to say a word you can't say on the Mana Cave, but I'm well dead here.
I'm then going to tap 1, 2, and 3 to put the Cartouche of Ambition on.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Negate. Counter target non-creature spell. But thanks for the first time you said I'm going to attempt to cast, and then I actually do get to cancel it.
Cartouche enters the battlefield.
Oh, yes. Did not enter the battlefield.
All right, back to you then, sir.
Okay, on your end step, I'm going to tap 1 blue and 1 green and cast Anticipate. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in the order. So, top 3.
My Cartouche. My trial combo. I can't call it a combo, but really it's like, when the the texts of the two are meant to work together. I don't consider it a combo. It's
put that into my hand.
Set up like
these two back in any order on the bottom. That goes to the graveyard. So now it's my turn. Oh, man. I get to scry, thanks to the Life Crafter.
Life Crafter, check it and see.
Ooh. Give me 1 second to look at my hand. I'm going to keep this on top. Okay, so then I draw. Going to tap a blue and a green and cast Chandler Initiate. I'm going to have to borrow one of your dice, sorry.
You can use the green if you want to keep with your green.
No, I'll go with the red.
Then all reds are -1s.
It's beautiful. And it's a nice die. Nice looking die.
There.
When it enters the battlefield, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature you control. I can tap Chandler Initiate, obviously once it's done with Summoning Sickness. Remove a -1/-1 counter and add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool. So that's got 3 minus, so it's currently a 0/1. Travis? Oh, and this triggers as well too, so I can tap a forest to draw an extra card. I do not want to do that, so I'm just going to pass the turn to you.
Okay. Tapping. Drawing a card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap and sacrifice this. Tap 1, tap that. Sacrifice this and put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. I put a -1 counter on that.
I'm going to pay 1 green, Blossoming Defense on the Chandler Initiate. Now that's on the stack, so you can still respond to it.
I still can, so I can...
Oh, God! Seriously? Do you have another one of those in the hand?
What?
Oh, that. Okay, sorry. I thought it was... Sorry, I thought it was the Agony. The Agony card again.
Oh, no, I do have one of those. No.
Oh, do you really? Okay.
Well, no, but it doesn't matter. So tap and sacrifice. So that should be a total of only... Sorry. So the first one and that, sacrifice that.
Yeah.
So this one, tap, sacrifice that.
I forgot about that.
So,
but at least I make you
sacrifice 2 lands.
Yeah. To put 1 -1/-1 counter.
And get, okay. So I'm out of snake tokens. So I'm going to just...
snake tokens?
I had two already.
Do you only get 2 for a deck where the main thing is to create snakes?
I bought tokens.
You should have bought more snake tokens.
I'm going to have to stack my tokens here.
Okay, now it's important though to note which one's a snake token because they got Death Touch, right?
So they're behind.
So there we go.
These two have. He's a snake with Summoning Sickness. He's an insect with Summoning Sickness.
Oh, this is so bad for me, Travis.
I know. It's not. I'm just going to shut.
Okay.
Play Foul Orchard, which comes in tapped. And just full tapped.
The only good thing is they're 1/1s, but still, it's like I don't know if I can come back from this.
So I'm going to attack with all of this out here.
5, so I'm down to 10.
Okay. So when Hapatra deals combat damage to a player, I got to put a -1/-1 counter. I'm going to put it on.
You can. You don't have to.
Okay. I'm going to put it on this insect.
And then you do another snake, and
it comes back, and I get another snake. So.
An insect.
He's the insect I brought back because he was the insect I killed.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you.
He brought back. So
okay,
1 of each from there. All right, so 2 snakes, 1 insect untapped, 2 lands untapped.
This is just—it's unbelievable. You didn't have Hapatra at all in the first game. This game, I start off with Essence Scatter, 2 negates.
You have 2
negates? Or 1 negates.
How many negates?
Like Essence Scatter. I mean, and I'm fated to lose. Oh, I'm so salty right now. It's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. Okay. I get a scry.
My wife's having cereal upstairs. I can hear the spoon tinkling the bowl.
I'm going to put that on the bottom.
I wonder if it gets picked up on camera.
And then I'm going to draw. Oh, this sucks. How many creatures do you have? You have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I would normally just concede, but I'm going to play this out because I might as well last 1 extra turn. Woodland Streams enters the battlefield tapping for either green or blue. Tapping 4, champion of Rhonas, which I'm sure is just going to die to removal, but I'm going to pass the turn to you, sir. I'm so I'm so pissed right now. It's just
4 snakes, 3 bugs. Play another swamp. Tap 3 for Merida. It's not 10 though.
I concede. There's no way I can come back from this.
3, 4,
So
5, 6, 7. It's only 8. But yeah, no, that's
okay. Well, maybe this is my magical green fumigate, and it's not. It's Altered Ego. Oh, God, I. You know what? You've won this one. You've won, but we're gonna play a third.
okay.
We're gonna play a third because I want to see. I want to be pushed right over the
We'll
freaking
reset
edge.
this.
We'll reset this. So we'll be right back
If he
with a
flips the table, I'm
third,
not picking it up.
third game. Just for fun. Because we're having fun still.
This is all fun.
Okay, so this is the third game. You've already won. I got very, very salty, and I realized that. So I apologize for nothing. Anyway, no, I am sorry. I got so annoyed.
If we apologize, I'll apologize for so. I'm so Canadian about so many things.
So you suggested this one because this is no longer you've already won.
Yeah, if I'm still playing, you got to make it interesting for me.
Okay,
Like if
so
I'm wasting my time down here.
For this third game, we are going to bet a pack. Now, do we want to be Hours of Devastation?
I would say any standard pack.
Okay. Any standard pack. So,
Because I'm not like, oh no, I want like a $10 pack of some weird set that.
oh no, I'm not saying it's going to be like Modern Master, but we could, but no, we won't. So, any standard pack.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you win, you get a pack. If I win, I get a pack. That's fair. That's fair. So, and that's, you should get a pack just for having to put up with my rage. So we've already determined our opening hands. Neither of us are,
mulliganing.
yeah. Now, did you want to roll to see who goes first, even though I've lost twice?
I do.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's
Now
fair.
something's legit on the table.
Yeah.
Grab dice. Oh, you pretty much are going first.
3?
Snake eyes.
Ooh, 10 again. I'm good with these dice. I like these dice.
I like these days too. Like,
Okay.
I can believe I bought a dice once. I'm like, wait a minute, I have like a poker set with good dice, and then I did.
I'm going to play a Woodland Stream, which comes into play tapped. I can tap for either green or blue, and I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Okay. I got to draw. I'm gonna draw something that I don't want to draw. What's the best move here? Nothing's entering tapped, so I'm going to just drop a swamp and then not have a Festering Mummy.
Really? No
That Festering
turn one?
Mummy,
Holy cow.
I have a 2 of, and he did a lot of work for me in both games.
What's the world's coming to that you don't start off with a Festering Mummy?
I'm
going to, man, it's a weird choice I got. I'm going to play a forest, tap both, and bring out Chandler Initiate, putting obviously the 3 counters on it, and pass the turn to you.
Okay. Oh, no, I'll play a forest. That makes much more sense.
Yeah.
And then I, too, am going to cast a spell.
Oh, God. Trial?
Nope.
Mirror. Oh!
Chandler Initiate.
It's a great card.
It's a great card, especially in this deck.
Yeah.
If you had that scarab thing out, you get 3 1/1s with that.
Yeah, I know. That's the nest. That's scary with the nest enchantment. So I'm glad you didn't get the nest out first.
Yet. Maybe I'm just impatient. And I pass back to you.
Okay. Here we go. Interesting. I'm going to play an island. I'm going to tap 3 mana, remove a counter. So now this is a 1/2, and bring out the Champion of Rhonas, which we've talked about many times before. I'm going to pass the turn to you and see if the champion can last more than a single round.
All right. I am going to drop a swamp. Like you wouldn't believe.
Do you have murder? Are you going to murder me?
Not yet.
Okay.
Wish I did, but I don't. But I, too, am going to ramp here.
Okay, you ramp it.
Because I have no other choice, and I think this is the best call.
Ramp it like it's hot.
Removing a marginal counter, so done. Just now he's a 1/2. To hard cast the Bone Picker.
Oh, okay.
So I have air presence, but if you get like a 11-19 or whatever on the board next turn, that's not going to matter much. Hey, you know, when you tap her, she's suddenly upright, eh?
Oh, shoot!
Stuff.
I never noticed that before.
Bonus.
You're right. Oh, isn't that cool?
So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the hard-casted bone.
How did I never notice that before? I wonder if it taps. I wonder if it
much.
taps the other way. Yeah, for.
Or there's like another card that you tap them together, and like if you were to put a cartouche on it, it's like what?
Oh well, hell.
I pass back to you.
Okay. Okay, Woodland Stream is going to enter tapped. I have an interesting choice here.
Hopefully not a fighting choice.
Okay, this may seem weird, but it'll sort of make sense in a second. I'm going to tap the Initiate, remove a -1/-1 counter. I'm going to tap for a green. I'm going to tap an additional green and additional blue. I'm going to cast Eldritch Evolution. As an additional cost to cast Eldritch Evolution, sacrifice a creature. So I'm going to sacrifice the Chandler Initiate, which casting cost is a CMC of 2. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, where X is 2 plus the sacrifice creature's converted mana cost. Put that card under the battlefield, then shuffle your library, exile Eldritch Evolution. So Eldritch is going to be exiled.
Exiled.
And I'm going to search for another Champion of Rhonas. So that is now coming out. But it does have Summoning Sickness. Just because it's come out this way does not mean it gets out of the Summoning Sickness rules. Shuffle. Ooh, that sounded bad. There's a click. It sounded like I just destroyed one of my sleeves. I marked my cards. Okay.
I'm running out of real estate here. And there's no need for it.
Yeah, because once again, we think that we need to keep it like this, but we don't. We have all this other room here. Now, I'm going to move to attacks.
Yep.
I'm going to exert Champion of Rhonas. And then once it's exerted when it attacks, I'm going to bring out Green Warden of Marasa. It enters the battlefield, 5/4. Now I'm going to be able to take a card from my graveyard and put it back into my hand.
See, that made total sense.
Yes, now it makes sense. It seemed kind of weird probably at the beginning, but now it makes total sense. So now this is attacking right now.
I declare no blockers.
And you take 3?
Drop to 17.
Okay. Oh, okay. I feel...
So now I need like 3 removal spells. Which I don't have.
And I'll pass the turn to you. I can slowly feel my blood starting to... And the thing at this point, even if I lose, I don't feel that bad. Because at least I got to get the champion to do what it's supposed to do. So... And you can tell I'm calm now by the way I'm getting all... Sorry. On the plus side, I got another beer.
Grasping Dunes is the name of the card that I just put down.
Okay.
I'm tap 3. Just 3. To cast the Nest of Scarabs. Nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular.
No. I got you.
So he is
another Chandler Initiate though, and that thing goes off.
That thing goes off. And I don't have
because it's each -1/-1 counter.
So Hapatra is whatever a creature gets.
I toyed around with that with a deck online, and it's a lot of fun. It's a fun card.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to attack with my bone picker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do.
So that's 3, right? I'm taking 3.
That's 3.
Okay, so I'm down to 17. Okay.
Pass back to you.
Pass back to me. Oh no!
Exert it.
Champion does not
a
exert.
little cardboard.
Okay. I will use the green dice for exert, sort of thing like that. But now it's unexerted, but it still does not untap.
Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't done something with exert and vigilance, because that's just stupid. That's stupid.
Stupid. Now that's currently a 1/2. Correct?
Currently a 1/2. Yes, that is currently a 1/2. Yes.
Okay. Move to attacks?
Move to attacks.
All right. So I'm going to swing in with the Green Warden, and I'm going to exert the Champion of Rhonas. Now, don't worry, it's not that scary. Exert brings the Chandler Initiate into the battlefield.
Scary enough.
And put 3 -1/-1 counters on it.
Okay.
So these are the 2 that are attacking.
So So I'm going to block.
Okay.
Then before combat damage goes through,
Okay.
I'm going to tap to add 1 green to attempt to cast Hapatra's Mark. Target creature gains hexproof and remove all -1 counters from it.
Okay, so it will end up being... It doesn't get a plus, though, right?
It gets 0 pluses. It ends up being 3/4.
Okay.
So if you have that other one you're
So
casting,
I'm going to tap 1 green and cast Blossoming Defense to make it a 5/5. Okay. So that goes through. Damage resolves, correct?
Damage resolves.
So you take 5, and that
Drop
dies.
12.
And now this is exerted. And I'm going to pass the turn to you.
I don't really know what I need here, but I need something fancy.
You know, what it looks like right now? It looks like I got super pissed about losing the first 2, and now we've set it up so that my deck is just going off like a fiend. We haven't, because Travis would not part with a pack so lightly. So, and now that I've said that, watch me just get my ass handed to me.
No. Actually, I'm not going to concede.
From out of nowhere, the RKO.
Because, I don't do that.
I make more wrestling more wrestling references on this show than anyone else, than probably I think any other type of reference. You make a lot of musical references on in your deck text. I make a lot of wrestling references. Those of you who get the wrestling references, let me know in the comment section, because I feel like I'm playing to the wrong room sometimes. But and once again, you know what? I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit because I keep forgetting that I can. No? Okay. Okay.
And for that, I deserve to lose. No, all right, so here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Play a forest.
Bold move.
Tap. Sacrifice. Put a -1 counter on target creature.
Okay.
So I get a 1/1 scarab.
You do.
Or insect creature.
You do. That's one of the things, too. None of these have trample.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tap 3 to straight up Moida. So what happens with him again when he dies?
When it dies, I can exile it instead of sending it to the graveyard. And if I do, I can take a card from my graveyard and put it into my hand. A card, not any type of card, just any card that I want.
Okay. I'm going to cast it on the unexerted champion.
Okay. So the champion is going to go to the graveyard.
Whether that was the right call or not, I do not know. But I will then attack with the Bone Picker.
Okay, so I'm down to 14.
And then pass back to you.
Okay, on your end step, I'm tapping a blue and whatever, and I'm going to anticipate. Top 3 cards in my library, put 1 of them in my hand, the rest bottom in any order.
I like how everyone's looking for the next best anticipate.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't going to play as anticipate, but because it's rotating out.
They have
in months, several months.
We have to do another brainstorm or our podcast, which we did briefly and stopped, because I do want to talk to you about some of the new cards that are coming out with our Devastation.
I'm underwhelmed. I threw that out there.
Really?
Just slightly. Compared to the last 2 sets, but I don't know anything, as I
was recently looking at a lot of the common cards. I'm going to put this card in my hand and the rest in the bottom of my library.
Okay.
But yeah, I was looking at some of the commons as for possible, doing a best popper cards from it, and then my turn.
Yep.
Okay. Now this is
your end step,
unexerted.
So my end step.
And then, but this does untap though. So, okay. So I draw. Alrighty. Move to attacks.
Okay.
Swing in. Block.
An insect blocks an elemental.
Yeah, and does it nicely. So you take nothing. You take no damage whatsoever.
But
I'm going to pass the turn to you now.
Oh, I feel a negate. And then, as salty as Ed was earlier, if there's a negate play at this point.
Don't get angry. That's, there's no anger in Magic.
There's lots of anger in Magic.
No, I never get angry when I play Magic. Anger's a bit of a harsh term as well, too. It's more like...
Attack.
Okay, for 3. So I'm down to 11. You're still... You're winning now. Like, you're actually winning now.
I was. I'm going to cast, regardless of what happens, Chandler and Nishit.
Okay, I'm going to
Scatter some essence.
I'm gonna allow it.
Okay. So I'm gonna put.
Oh no! Wait! Back up! Because the god. Oh,
that you've
the
mentioned
nest
twice.
The nest
that you've mentioned twice. That you've actually mentioned how it does with that card.
Oh my god! What was I thinking?
I don't know, but I guess we're going back now.
Now, no,
on a match.
I will. Because there's a pack on this.
You're either really selling this.
Because there's a pack on this. I'm gonna let.
Are you sure?
If.
Well, obviously, I want to play. That's why I played it.
Man alive, I was not thinking. That was just straight up stupid on my part. So, yeah, go for it, because that was my. I know we're playing sort of casual rules, but
well,
no, I deserve to get punished for that stupidity. Oh my god, that was dumb.
Okay.
Ooh, was that ever dumb? Okay.
And I'm going to play an Evolving Wilds. Big play there. Tap, sacrifice. Search for a...
I don't know what I was thinking there. I completely forgot about the damn Nest of Scarabs, and I even talked about it a second ago. Holy... Well, Travis, that could just be the end of it.
Because it's weird. Some people do the whole double over thing.
Yeah. My turn?
Yes.
Okay. So now... I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to swing in with both, and I'm going to exert Champion of Rhonas. Now, I'm going to bring out Void Winnower. Your opponent can't cast spells with even converted mana cost. Your opponent can't block with creatures with even converted mana cost. 0 is even. So those are considered even, and this is obviously an even converted mana cost.
What?
Yeah.
They're considered even?
Yeah, they're considered even.
Okay, I can't block with even converted...
Yeah. Yeah, but you can't cast spells with even converted mana cost, and you can't block with creatures with even converted mana cost. So these two are attacking.
And here you're complaining with 3/1/1s, and I can't do anything, including block or cast spells?
Well, you know.
So I'm taking essentially 8.
8.
Oh, jeez. So I'm down to 4.
And I'm going to pass the turn to you.
Yeah, okay. I can't attack with even?
Oh, you can attack, yeah. You can't cast spells with even converted mana costs, and your opponent can't block with creatures with even converted mana costs.
Jeebus, I have no play here. I got nothing. What does this have?
Now, before anyone thinks I was, like, doing that completely to turn the screws, I will admit I completely top-decked the Void Winnower there. I know that
you got to play for free.
I know that doesn't make it better. It just makes it so that it seems like this whole, I wasn't acting when I felt stupid for allowing that to hit the board. So,
I want to scoop because I can't do anything. I can attack with that and do 3 damage, but then I can't do anything else. I cannot block anything.
You can still.
Now I'm getting salty.
You can still attack. It's called getting Ed.
Well,
did you get Ed?
I can't block with 0 converted mana. Like, how is 0 even?
I don't. You know what? I would be.
I would 0
be 0 is even.
Oh.
I'd be very. I would.
I want to
tweet
fight wizards.
R&D. Find out who's on Twitter that's from R&D.
And I can't attack or block with 0, right?
No, you can attack.
Okay. I have a thing to do.
Yeah. You can still attack.
Okay, so I am going to play Westvale Abbey.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sacrifice 5 creatures.
Okay. And lose 5 life.
I have to lose 5 life? Is that in this? Sacrifice 5 creatures, transform Westvale Abbey.
Do you not lose 5 life for that? Thought you lost 5 life for that.
So sacrifice 5 creatures and tap 5 plus that.
Then untap it. Oh, okay.
So it becomes a...
I got you, yeah.
Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures.
But well, that's good then.
Well, I thought I couldn't attack with it because it was 0 mana. I can't block with it. But I'll gain 9 life, but next turn I'm still going to take 11 because I can't block with it.
Yeah.
If I could attack and block, that'd be pretty sweet. That's not even it. So it becomes a 9/7 flying lifelink indestructible haste.
Yes.
Doesn't even have vigilance. So attacking does nothing. It gives me 13. I scoop. There's nothing I can do. That's just bull. I thought that was just like 11/9 with something crazy. Like
here's the thing.
I could annihilate stuff.
There are 2 cards in this deck that when the champion, like in the testing, because I did do testing in this, because like that was part of the thing is I did such a poor showing the first 2 games. There are 2 cards in this deck that when the champion would bring out, a lot of people would just sort of almost concede right away. Void Winnower against the right deck was one of them. Bane of Balagad, if early on in the game, was another one. Both of them are in this deck, so.
How far was I from a murder? Probably. I only have 2 copies. Oh, I'm so far from a murder.
I mean, I also had Essence Scatter and Negate in hand, so this is one of those things where if I had...
That's why the longer it went, I knew the worst I was going to do, so I thought...
You had me... When all of a sudden you were like, oh, wait, I do have something to do, I had such a sense of dread, because all of a sudden I was like, oh, he's got something that's going to give them ++
if I could attack,
trample or something like that.
But it wouldn't matter. How would it matter? Because
you had fought. You could attack. You could still attack. That's the thing.
Well,
you could attack. Yeah. You just couldn't block. So if you had anything that gave it like even just like +1/+1, it would have I think made a difference. But
no, I had like 5, 6 power on the board.
Yeah,
I needed a murder because if I could block, then I would double dip on a 9 life gain. No, because he doesn't have visions. I could have stopped taking 11 and taken 9. At least bought me a turn.
So I lost the You Choose the Brew challenge,
but
I won a pack.
You won a pack.
I won a pack of cards. And since we're participating, we're probably like 80% sure we're going to participate in one of the upcoming pre-releases.
Yes, probably the midnight ones. Yeah. I'm actually gearing towards.
Because we're both night owls a lot of the time. Nope. No, you're not a night owl
I get
anymore?
up at like 6 o'clock every morning.
Oh. Sometimes.
But it's basically I sacrifice family time on a Sunday or Travis time on a Friday night.
Yeah. So. And a lot of the times I'm up in the middle of the night, so.
You never came back from it.
Maybe I'll collect then, but if not, then I will collect when we, hey, you know what? Maybe if you want a pack, I'll just, then you don't have to buy a pack, you can just give me one of your packs.
So now I have to win.
But I, you know what? I do completely 100% appreciate the fact that you went for this third game. Because you did win hands down. You won hands down, the actual.
But you showed just how quickly your deck can win by making me not do anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing that's bothered me in the past sometimes is not being able to show the true potential of a deck. That's why I like the fact that we changed the Mana Cave now to do best 2 out of 3. So it didn't really work out well here. We still had to go 3 games anyways. But, you know.
Yeah. This comes in under an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to edit. So, we are going to try to get this up on
next Friday?
Yeah, just before the pre-release, right? Just around the pre-release, yeah. So, you guys should be watching it on the 7th of July. So that gives us time to...
Friday, wouldn't it?
I'm not sure.
We'll
figure it out.
Friday,
yeah.
Hopefully.
When you check the calendar when you're watching this, and then you go, hey, that's when it came out.
Cool. All right. Once again, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and thank you guys for supporting the channel by viewing, subscribing, doing everything, and for specifically giving us feedback on the You Choose the Brew. This is definitely something we're going to do again. And once again, Travis, I'm sorry for getting so hot.
Well, it's got pretty hot there when I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's what kills me Magic, when I can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like you can't play. It's such a blue thing.
It's when you play against blue, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.